Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Omar from BuyMeAnIPhone.com. Today I have a really cool case I want to show you for the iPhone 4. And this is a case company that we actually met at CES just recently on January in Las Vegas. And it's the iChair case for the iPhone 4. Really cool product, really interesting. So I'm going to show you guys the close-up details and show you how it works. And basically tell you how my experience has been with using the iChair case for the iPhone 4. So let's go ahead and do that now. Alright guys, so here we have the packaging for the iChair for the iPhone 4. Let's go ahead and take it out and show you all the pieces that come with this case. Take it out here. As you can see, it does come with an extra top cap right here. So you can do a black and white mix match, or you can just do solid black. So right now I'm using the solid black, and it has a couple extra pieces. So with this, it comes with a front screen protector, a rear screen protector, which is really nice as well, squeegee, and a cleaning cloth. Okay, that's a squeegee right there. So I really like that. You don't see too many case companies including a back screen protector, and you know, a lot of you guys may be aware that some of these slider cases, if dust or particles get inside the case when you're sliding your iPhone in and out of it constantly, you could possibly scratch the back glass of your iPhone. So it's kind of nice how they include that in there. So you see here we have the black and the white. I'm just going to take the white and put that to the side. And so here we have this right here. Let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit and give you guys a close-up. And you guys can check it out a little bit closer. Here we have this. So the texture of it's real nice, like a real soft satin kind of finished texture. There is no type of rubber or anything on the inside as well, but it does have that same kind of texture, that real soft plastic, so it doesn't feel like it will do any kind of scratching of the iPhone. As you can see here, the two back pieces snap together almost in the middle of the case, which is a little unusual. Most of the time you'll see like a snap slider case snap on the bottom right there. So as you can see like that. But now this back piece here does have a little bit of a cushion to it. Especially in the spot where this little riser comes up right here. So if you can see, I'm not sure if you can see, but it almost feels like it's a little pliable. So it's softer. It does have like a softer texture to it, but it doesn't feel like it's rubber or anything. I'm not exactly sure what that is. I guess it's just a real thinned out where the plastic is right there, well, the polycarbonate. So let's go ahead and pop in the iPhone. Slide that into place from the bottom right here. So it's real snug, real good fit. Doesn't feel, and it doesn't have any kind of snaps or anything. It just kind of is really snug when it comes together there, but it doesn't feel like it's going to pop up or come off loose at all. And I have to kind of like pry it open to pull it off like that. So it has a real snug fit to it. Although keep in mind, I guess if you were to constantly use this over and over and over again and constantly sliding, it's even hard to do it now, to keep sliding this back and forth, there may be over time where it won't stay in there as snug as it did when it's brand new, but that kind of remains to be seen. So just one thing to keep in mind. So while it's in the case, it does add a little bit of a layer of bulk to the back, only because it needs to have a thicker layer and for the stand to come out of. If this stand probably wasn't here, it could probably be a couple millimeters thinner from the back right there. So when you do have the stand out, obviously you can do it landscape mode. You can do portrait as well, like that. Now I did notice that the back it doesn't really snap in too many places. It kind of has a subtle snap right there, but that's going to topple over, as you can see. When it goes into that part, it definitely does snap. So if you wanted to do multiple angles, you can't really, you can kind of play with it a little bit, and hopefully it won't slide or anything, as you can see, but it will kind of start to move a little bit, but it does snap into the place to the top part right there. So that for sure is not going to be moving or going anywhere like that. But if you want to have any play of any other different angles, you're kind of going to have to just hopefully there's a little rest there, and maybe it won't move around too much. So just one thing to notice there. So while it is in the case, your iPhone, you can get your standby switch pretty easily. Headphone jack, there's a pretty nice hole there, so most headphone plugs will be able to fit in there pretty well. In the very back here, we have our camera hole and our flash hole. Nice big opening for the flash, so that it's not going to be bouncing off the edge of the case, which is a problem in some cases, and not going to be covering up the camera. Well, the whole big side there is nice and open for the silent switch and the volume rocker, so if you do have a Verizon iPhone, they probably won't have to deal with the issue of the silent switch being in a slightly different position, because it's just one big opening. Go to the bottom here, we have a really slight, close to the fit dock connector plug or opening right here, and the microphone and the speaker. Phone on the bottom pretty much cut away really nicely. Most of your cables will probably fit in here pretty well. If you have like a square, a 30-pin connector, like I have one of those in my car, it will not fit in here. So for some of those instances, you may need to use an adapter or another piece to extend it out a little bit to be able to use that, because it is pretty close to fit. So, one thing to think about, but not a huge issue for, I'm sure, most of you guys. Home button is not being covered up. The other camera, there's no blockage or anything here. The sensor is nice and open, so one nice big opening in the front. It does have a lay on the table design, so there is a lip on the front of it here. Let me see if I can show it to you guys so you can see there's a lip. So if you do lay it face down, it will not be touching the screen. Okay. And so overall, guys, as a case, it's pretty nice. This retails for $34.95, so about 35 bucks. Pretty reasonably priced. I would like to see a couple other variety of colors besides just the black and white. Of course, those are going to be the main colors that are going to sell the best. But I don't know, me, I like bright blue. I like red. Just a little bit of variation in the colors. The overall case is really comfortable, really easy to use. It is slightly bulky. I don't like to use the word bulky because that kind of gives it the wrong connotation. But it does have a slight bit of weight to it that you can tell, only because of that thicker in the back right there. But I think after a while, you'll get used to it. It's not. I don't think it's that big of an issue to where, you know, a week from now you'll be noticing that it does add a little weight. It's just something that when you first put it on your iPhone, you will kind of notice it does feel a little bit heavier. So, but that's just one thing you have to kind of deal with if you want to be able to have that the functionality of that little kickstand back there. So, guys, you can check out this product at goichair.com. And like I said, this retails for $34.95. They also have it for the iPhone 3GS and the iPad as well. So that's going to be it for me today, guys. This has been another video review brought to you by buymeaniphone.com.